Hey guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. Painting from the heart. We're sitting outside on this beautiful fall day. I tell you what, hang in here. Now we've been roughing this background here. We haven't put our sky in yet. We got to get some sky up here. I'm gonna grab some of this white up here. Just mix in all these colors I had on my canvas. That raw sienna, the burnt sienna, the raw umber, and just gives me a sky color. And so I'm just kind of mixing all those together. Let's get some sky on here. We got to have sky. Pretty sky. Let's get this on here. Something to paint down into. Those trees have to go up over the sky, so we're just going to kind of pull them up in there. Let's get the sky in there. Some more water on that canvas. Keep your brush good and wet. Just cover it up. I want to fill all these little pores in this canvas. See, my trees are still there. We know where we're going. We're going to come back to them. We're going to add more and more. Let's just get that sky in there. Good fall sky. Get it covered. Get it covered. Right under our holder up there. Guys, there's nothing like painting outside. You're going to see things out here that you'll never get in the studio. You can't get off a photograph the depth that you're looking for. You're going to see things that you'll think, I got to get that in there. I got to paint that in there. Your paintings will look so much more real if you get out and practice some of this. Get out and play. Pack you a picnic lunch. Get mom and dad to take you to the lake. Go find a tree. One tree, a single tree in the backyard, and go paint it. Go do some paint. That light we say down in there, so that's where you want to save that. Let's get that up in here. When I got all this light, I'm going to grab a little bit of ultramarine blue, add into that. Let's get a little sky color going here. Let's get some blue in there too. Just blend it in with my other paint. Just blend it in there. And then roll your brush. Get it blended together. Let's get that on there. Sky in the background. That's all we're trying to do. Get that sky back there, that atmosphere. Remember, atmosphere is something you can't really grab or touch. So don't try to keep your strokes wild, loose, nothing to grab, nothing solid. Can't grab the sky. Just keep rolling. I'm picking it all up just to get it on there. Something to get on there. That's gonna give me some sky background color in there. I'm gonna grab a big old thing of white. See if I can't get some clouds, sky going in there. So I'm blending all these colors together. Making sky color. Blend them colors in together. Some of that bright down in there. All right. That ought to work a little bit. Some blue up in there for our sky. Alright, now we got something to paint over. Something to keep back there in that background. Something to have our trees grow up over. We'll clean my brush a little bit. When I'm painting outside, I'll carry some paper towels with me, just a roll of paper towels. Stick my brush in the water. Gives me something to wipe my brush off on. And I'm just wiping that old brush off. And I pulled the majority of that out. Carry your little old garbage bag right beside you, and you just drop that right into it, and you're done. Alright, let's get our trees going back up again. Remember we used that raw umber? Grab that raw umber and let's pull that tree that was heading off up in here. There was that branch we had going there. Remember, these trees are back in the background. These aren't the close-up. This isn't the tree we're going to do. This is just background material. This one's kind of growing out over in front of that one a little bit. Had a limb, a stroke coming up into there, and so we're putting it back over that sky. And I could have done the sky first, but I wanted to kind of see where the trees were. And I don't get, because I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to develop where all these things are going. And this one had a bunch of limbs going off to this side because it was going, that's where he figured the sun was. And we're just going to try to get some stuff on there. Had another one going right here, and it kind of forked off to this way and had no limb heading out there. And these little trees just everywhere. This is a wood These trees are full of hardwoods. We got some little trees. Oh, we had a big tree standing right over here. He's growing up here, and he kind of forked off of this way. And then he had another fork coming right up the side going that way. The sun's coming from over there, so we're going to keep it dark right in there. See, it's hard to get that paint. We're painting into the paints that are in it. That's what we want. Had a little limb coming off over here in front of those. And I just set those other limbs way back there in the background. So let's keep that dark right in there and push these limbs. We're just pushing limbs everywhere. That's a good sized tree right there. It had a little limb that kind of gnarled off and hooked around. Casting shadows had a little small tree coming right up beside it. I'm just putting the little things I see out there in the woods. Background trees, background trees. One that hooked up off of here. And we had those. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of sap green and mix in with that color. Remember we had a couple of pines back there in the background. There we go. And let's see if we can't cut them back in there. So we put these trees back over the top of them. So there's one there, and I just let that color just kind of disappear down here into the ground. And there was another one right over in here, and we'll keep him just, let's see, is he taller or bigger? He's a good size, we'll make him just a little bit taller. So just work that strut, just push that tree back in there. Just still background stuff. And that's not that sap green pulled into that raw lumber, it's not a bad color to give us there's a little sapling back over in here. Let's get him back here in the woods behind these trees. So we're just kind of looking. We got a little bit of greenery over in here. Over here by the lights. Grab my. We're just putting color in here. Put it on there. Put it on there. These are backgrounds. So we're going to pull these trees back on top again. We'll keep putting these trees on top of all these different colors, and we'll build depth and depth that way. A little bit of ultramarine blue. I'm going to mix in with this. Help me get me a dark side on these trees where the sun's only hitting on the back side, where the sun's not hitting on the back side, and pull that off of there. Carry these all the way off the canvas because these trees are tall trees. They're kind of right here on us. Let those trees kind of wander off there. This dark one we had right over here. Again, grab that ultramarine blue, mix that in over here. Mixed in with sap green and the other colors, and that's going to give us our limbs coming off here in the dark shadow here, and just keeping it dark. And use that, roll some of that dark color in down under these trees. I see some bright green bushes down here at the bottom, but remember, you can't have light without dark. We'll have to start working on some of that. I tell you what, y'all can.